It's a stunning Friday afternoon in Cape Town. The forecast is looking good for the weekend as we look forward to Sunday racing at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth. Thanks for joining me for the preview of this 10-race program that's set to get underway at 11:55. 10 races. Can somebody catch the Hollywoodbet Punter Challenge? Make sure your entry's on 5 minutes before the advertised starting time. Play the bet slip, because that'll put you in line to win that life-changing jackpot prize if you were to be the one person to correctly pick all the winners on the program. Lots of racing action to look forward to. I'm sure the picture by now is also a lot clearer as we look ahead to the Hollywoodbet Durban July. There are 2 feature races on the program on Sunday, so let's get straight into the action. The first race is a maiden juvenile plate where 13 runners will line up at the 1200-metre mark. And here number 3, Chance Encounter, from an opening call of 3.57, has shortened down to 3.33 to 1. The comment from Andre Null is, this horse had a gallop, should run well. This is the half-brother to Chanzane by Vercingetrix that costs R1 million as a yearling. Next best in the market is number 8, Get Up and Go, as well as number 10, Sardinia Bay, from 4 out to 4.55 to 1. I like the look of number 1, Casino Queen. That is going to be my first choice selection. Muzieni, Justin Snaith from pole position. This horse showed good improvement last time out, was staying on nicely at the business end of affairs. That was the first time that this horse ran in blinkers and also ran first time gelded. I do think we'll enjoy the step up in trip, and I do think there'll be more to come. So I'm going 1, Casino King to win it, ahead of number 3, Chance Encounter, for third number 10, Sardinia Bay, and fourth number 7, World Choice. Second race is the opening leg of the bipod. 12:30 is the off time. Maiden juvenile plate for fillies, where 15 runners will line up at the 1,000-metre mark. I'm going with the favourite, number 2, Inside Voice, 1.82 to 1 on Hollywoodbets.net. Placed in both starts, that last run particularly is the one that caught the eye when this horse moved up and just got one out of it in the closing stages. That form line, incidentally, has held up well. The horse that finished second that day was a horse called She's My World, who subsequently come out and franked that form line, and I do think there's more to come from number 2, Inside Voice. Vaughan Marshall, Sean Veal, they should unsettle in the number 1 box, ahead of number 15, that is Due Moria. For third, I'm going with 9, Marquetta, and fourth, number 6, Beach Verse. Third race is the opening leg of the Place Accumulator. You need to be on by 1:05 if you are going to be playing a PA. It's a maiden plate where 9 runners will line up at the 1,600-metre mark. Here, number 2, Tunguska, who's getting closer with each and every start, is the favourite at 2 to 1. I'm going with a second choice in the market, number 6, Senor Dante, as my first choice selection. This horse showed good improvement from first to second start. Last time out, that was over 1,400 metres. What caught my eye was the man in which this horse was staying on behind Father Christmas, who won that race. I do think the way that he was staying on, that he will love the step up in trip. He's also still on the up, and with further natural progress to come, I think he'll be very, very competitive in this race. So 6, Senor Dante to win it, ahead of 2, Tunguska. For third, I'm going with 4, Magnus the Good, and fourth, number 1, Exalted Love. That takes us on to race 4, first leg of the pick 6. It's a B Stakes where 8 runners will line up at the 1,400-metre mark, and it's 2 to 1 the field here, race 4. Number 3, Air Raid, and number 5, Please Be True, are both priced up at 2 to 1. But on closer inspection, there was very little to choose between the two when they met last time out. Number 5, Please Be True, however, is a half a kilo worse off at the weights with number 3, Air Raid, and that was 0.95 lengths behind, so we'll have to once again settle for a place behind Air Raid, who is the horse that I'm going to go for in this race. Alda de Meyer, Candace Robinson, boy oh boy, have they been on a roll. They've been churning out winner after winner after winner, and I do think that Air Raid is the right one in this race. He followed up that last win last time out with a good second, and he will certainly be doing his best work in the closing stages. Third run off the race should be cherry ripe to give us a good account of himself, so I'm going 3, Air Raid to win it, ahead of 5, Please Be True. For third, number 8, Captain West, and fourth, number 2, World of Pleasure. First leg of the first jackpot is race 5. It jumps at 14.15. It is a Class 5 benchmark 66, where 16 runners will line up at the 1400 metre mark. The only horse that really catches the eye in this race is number 5, Happy Verse. 1 run, 1 win. The rest of them have got very much in and out form. None of them really that one can go with any kind of confidence. So let's stick with number 5, Happy Verse. This horse won really, really well on debut. That was over 1200 metres. Andrew Fortune retains the ride for Justin Snaith. Hung in a little bit, but the finish nevertheless was a very good one. Was really catching hand over fist in the closing stages. And the manner in which this horse finished certainly tells me that he will enjoy going 1400 metres. Does take on a lot stronger here. There are a couple of hard-knocking individuals, but as I said, nobody else that one can really go for with any kind of confidence. So I'm going 5, Happy Verse, to win it, ahead of number 12, Malice Strength, 3, Fly to Rio, and 4, Firing on All Engines. 6th race on the programme is a D Stakes to be run over 1800 metres, and here we have 12 runners who will line up in race 6. I'm going with 1, Beer with the Boys, currently priced up 5-1 in the betting. Number 10, Midway, is the horse that's attracting the market support from 3.33 into 2.86-1 on Hollywoodbets.net. This horse is 2.5 kilos bit off at the weights with number 4, Count William, though, for a 1.4 length beating, and probably that's the reason why there's money coming for the Brett and James Crawford trained runner. Count William also, that was a gutsy win last time out, so definitely one that can be considered. However, I like Beer with the Boys, who's currently at 5-1. This horse took an awkward stride last time out at the 1200 metre mark, but for that, I think could have finished a whole lot closer when he finished 3.95 lengths behind Count William last time out. If one looks at his form, you'll see that he certainly runs for JP van der Merwe, who's back on board. And JP's won on him, ran second on him, ran third on him, and ran fourth on him thus far in the 4 times that he's been on board. So we can expect a good run from Beer with the Boys again. He was second in his only attempt over the course and distance, and I do think with JP on board from pole position, he can make amends. So I'm going 1, Beer with the Boys, to beat number 10, Midway. For third, number 4, Count William, and fourth, number 5, Baton Rouge. Race 7 is the first of those features I mentioned at the beginning of the show. Race 7 is the Stormface Stakes listed, where 7 runners will line up at the 1800 metre mark. Here, number 3, Time for Love, is at 2-1. 1, Beware the Bomb, is at 2.5-1. Number 5, Goal Poker Game, at 3.33-1. I'm going with the favourite, number 3, Time for Love. The Errol Crawford, Michelle Rick's training partnership is also in devastating form of late. This horse has been a model of consistency. She raced up handy, found extra last time out when she won her second Ladies Mile listed. It was a blanket finish behind her, so everyone, I guess, is probably wondering how this form line will hold up, and she'll be able to tell us exactly how well this form line can hold up with her performance on Sunday. She should strip a whole lot fitter, second run after rest. She's ideally course and distance suited. Gavin Arena knows her well, so I'm going with 3, Time for Love, to win it. Ahead of 5, Goal Poker Game. For third, number 7, Fun Zone. And fourth, number 1, Beware the Bomb. That takes us on to race 8, the listed Pocket Power Stakes, to be run over 1900 metres, and a field of 7 runners will line up in race 8 on the card. I'm looking no further than the odds-on favourite, number 7, Garrix, priced up 0.91 on Hollywoodbets.net. This horse won the first 2 legs of this series. He ran on and lasted just long enough to win last time out. He's unbeaten 2 from 2 thus far since being gelded. I don't think he'll have any problems going over 1950, and I do think he will bring up the hat-trick. So, 7, Garrix, to win it. Ahead of 2, Otto Lucan, with whom he renews rivalry. For third, number 4, Mucho Dinero. And fourth, number 3, Magic Verse. Race 9, it's a C Stakes, 9 runners to face the starter at the 1000 metre mark. And here we have another odds-on favourite, number 8, the US of A, priced up at 0.83-1. And I remember this race as if it was yesterday. I can even still see that blue and the orange body with the blue cap coming out of the pack and pulling clear in the closing stages. This horse really won with authority last time out. That was most impressive. Yes, he did pick up a 5-point penalty for that win, but he does meet similar company here. He's having his peak run, and I do think he's cherry ripe to win again. So I'm going 8, the US of 8 to win it, ahead of 1 Tough Terrain, 2 Bluff on Bluff, and 7 Counter Attack. That takes us on to the last race on the card, race 10. It's a Class 4 benchmark 80, where 12 runners will line up at the 1400 metre mark. And here I'm going again with Michelle Ricks, Harold Crawford. They're in such good form, one can hardly ignore them with the runners they're sending out. War Chariot from 2.5 down 2.27 to 1 in the anti-post marker. This all set the pace last time out and just got one out of it by Green Garnet. And Green Garnet does make a reappearance on this card as well. Runs in race 4, so we'll see how Green Garnet go. And if Green Garnet wins, we can even go for War Chariot with a lot more confidence once we get to the last race on the program. This horse has been a model of consistency. The stable's firing, and we're going to fire. 5, War Chariot to win it. Ahead of 3, Iconic Destination. 7, Happy Days, and 8, Elsinore. And that takes care of our preview of racing on Sunday at Hollywoodbets Kenilworth. I trust you have a wonderful weekend of racing. Till next time from me, Rouvaun. Do take care. Cheers for now.